a special Tuesday night edition. And later on, though, what we're going to do, we're live right now. However, if you're listening to it and watching it on Thursday night, this is a pre-recording of the previous Tuesday night. Does that make sense to you?
Clear.
But for those of you that are watching live, thank you for tuning in. We're going to do something fun tonight. Couch to Kitchen, wow, we're busy. That's why we're doing it Tuesday night. We're going to be on the road on Thursday. We were trying to think of a way that we could go live somewhere Thursday night, and it just wasn't working out. So that's why we're live tonight, and we'll be live on Thursday night by pre-recorded.
But we're still live.
And I wore my Philly shirt because they won last night. And if you're watching this at another time, we don't know. They probably lost 50 times since then. And Jeff, you have your Tommy Bahama Philly shirt. They can't see the back.
They do.
It is kind of fun anyway.
You're right. But that's okay.
Philadelphia Phillies.
Phillies.
All right. So we're featuring songs from our brand new album, which was released this week, in fact, Couch to Kitchen Favorites. And we're going to do probably 4 or 5 songs from it tonight. LOL, I Got Saved, Bring Back the Music, Hey There, and then this one, Oh, I Never Shall Forget the Day. We had more fun with this. This is a Ralph Carmichael tune going back probably to the 50s or 60s, I would think.
Yeah, at least.
At least that.
Yeah.
And so we thought, well, I shouldn't say me, but Jeff did a real fun arrangement to this thing. It's nothing like it sounds, and if you were listening to our...
Go ahead.
If you were listening to our podcast, you'd heard us talk about that on episode 112 or 13. No, 13's coming out. I don't know. We're confused. We're just glad you're with us. Dun, 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 bam. Hit the track over there, Jeffrey. Oh, I never shall forget the day, and it's the truth. I was just a little girl when I asked Jesus in my heart. Oh, I never shall forget the day when Jesus took my sin away and I began to live anew. Oh, I never shall forget the way He came into my heart to stay. At last I found a friendship too. First He brushed away the clouds of fear and gave to me a song. Then He promised always to be near and keep me from all wrong. Oh, I never shall forget the day that Jesus took my sin away, and He will do the same for you.
Sounds like a Tommy Bahama track. Yes, key change.
Oh, I never shall forget the hour His saving grace, His cleansing power redeemed my soul and set me free. There will never be another doubt. There'll never be a day without His smiling face for me to see. I can trust in His unchanging love, for it will never die till the day He calls me home above to dwell with Him on high. Oh, I never shall forget the day when Jesus took my sin away and I began to live anew. Nice. brushed away the clouds of fear and gave to me a song. Then he promised always to be near and keep me from all wrong. Oh, I never shall forget the day that Jesus took my sin away, and he will do the same for you. The same for you.
Well,
I was always taught that not only do you sing songs that your audience loves, and you hope to do that, but you always really, number one, sing the songs that you, as a performer and as a singer, love to sing. Because if you don't love singing it, it's not going to translate. That is one that I am going to enjoy doing for all of the events that we have coming up this summer. I can't wait. So then, along with that, we did an old Rosie Clooney tune on the actual album. And I told you on a recent update that this album is probably the craziest idea concept we've ever had. Genres are crazy anyway, but we mixed everything on this thing. We put all the standards, pop songs, R&B, we put praise and worship, we put gospel tunes, a southern gospel tune, all on one album. We've never done anything like that. It's probably stupid as far as marketing, but we don't care. Because you know what? The only people that like this stuff is the audience. To quote Neil Enlow, Neil Enlow used to say that nobody liked the Courier's music except the audience. And he was so right. No matter where they went, across the nation, 15 nations, around the world, people loved the Courier's music wherever they went. And maybe they didn't get the airplay they deserved. They didn't get the marketing top drawer of a lot of first call stuff. All the people did was love their music. And that's all I want, is want people to love the music that we present, and then love the Jesus that we represent, and also love the fun that we have. And here's one that goes back, oh my goodness, I'm trying to think how long ago this one is.
it's probably
the 50s.
around the time we were born.
Probably.
That's getting up there.
And my grandfather used to play this all the time because he loved Rosie Clooney. So here we go.
With the marvelous Mark Dowfit
Yeah.
on
Oh.
saxophone.
That's right, there he is. This is cut number 1 on that album too, by the way. Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. Love never made a fool of you. You used to be too wise. Hey there, you on that high-flying cloud. Though he won't throw a crumb to you, you think someday he'll come to you. Better forget him with his nose in the air. He has you dancing on a string. Break it and he won't care. Won't you take this advice I hand you like a mother? Or are you not seeing things too clear? Are you too much in love to hear? Is it all going in one ear and out the other? I was born too late because I love this music. Yeah. Kind of like Jeff Duffield too. Sorry, better forget him. Him with his nose in the air.
My hands on the keyboard.
He has you dancing on a string. Break it and he won't care. Won't you take this advice I seeing things too clear? Are you too much in love to hear? Is it all going in one ear and out the other? I wonder how you remember all the stuff you do. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know how I do
I don't know how he remembers
either.
what notes to play and what chords to play. Now, you do have a chart over here.
I was cheating.
Were you cheating on that
a little
one?
bit. Because it's been a couple of months since
Yeah,
I played it.
I know.
I played it, but then...
I know. Well, we've been working on this album for about 9 months. And, you know, you think you get to know all the stuff that you do on it. And then... And then you go to do it live and you go... It doesn't-
One would think.
Yeah. So, by request, we went back and did a redo or remake or whatever you want to call that of LOL, only because people have asked everywhere to have LOL on all the streaming sites. We realized that we never put the song LOL anywhere on any streaming platforms.
We never put that
Not
out
on
I
iTunes,
thought
Pandora,
it was.
Spotify, none. But it is now, and
Yep.
we did it, and we also lowered it. Just a tad. Because, like I said on a podcast, all that smoking all my life, you know, it's lowered my voice.
Really?
That's not true.
No.
But anyway, so LOL... it's still just as relevant. It's all about texting. For those of you that have not heard this song before, this whole song is all about texting and 3-letter words. And one night, 3 o'clock in the morning, I started to write all these 3-letter acronyms. And my friend Wendy, the next day, I said, look at this. And she said, oh, you can add a few more. And made a song out of it. So it says, LOL, laugh out loud, live out loud, because here's the best LOL of all, because he's still Lord of Lords. How do I remember the words to this? Well, ILUVGOD, not CNN or NBC. So ISIT and watch TLC and EATBLT. There's an APB in the USA. Truth is surely MIA. Well, that's TMI for those in DC who need a spiritual EKG. SOS, no ESP, like SIN or RIP. I got the SON and CBN and FOX and TBN. So BFF and SIS, this DAY is HIS by FAX or GPS, AOL or UPS, LOL. The text means joy restored. Yes, it does. LOL, LOL. Live out loud, live out loud, live out loud. 'Cause he's still Lord of Lords. For I'm from the day of JFK, LBJ, and RCA, and it sure is fun to TXT without a PhD from MIT. Well, this SAT and ACT and GED worked well for me, but this ADD can ZAP my ABCs and a 1, 2, 3. FYI, we say LOL, but I'm still shouting ETL, the NIV, the NIT, the KJV or MSG. OMG, I'm the GAL, who's AKA to give her ALL. Jesus, he's my CEO, 'cause he's my living H2O. LOL, LOL, LOL. Laugh out loud, the text means joy restored. Yes, it does. LOL, live out loud, live out loud, 'cause he's still Lord of Lords. Oh, yeah.
I thought it'd be interesting. how he does on this solo.
Let's see. Oh, nice. Only Sue Duffields can make him change a key. Oh, I'm gonna LOL. Oh, laugh out loud. The text speaks sure restored. Yes, it does. Should be shot. How did you get away with that? That song, Jeff, is let's see, 2009. So it is.
That's a long time ago.
Oh my goodness, is it 13 years old?
2009. That's 13 years. It's pretty. Is that when you wrote it?
That's when I wrote it. 2009. I remember the day I wrote it.
It wasn't long after we moved to Nashville.
No,
and that was the beginning of 2009.
And who would know? There was actually another quartet at the time that said they wanted to do it. I laughed at that because I thought, how they're going to make that into a Southern gospel song. Maybe they did. I don't know. I never got any royalties, so I don't know if they did. But that has been so fun, and it's so incredibly relevant. In fact, we were at family camp just a week or so ago in West Virginia, and the kids were like responding crazy. I thought, wow.
The piano player needs an extra royalty for now playing it in 6 flats. Not one sharp.
This is the problem.
Flats.
The problem is, I think he can do anything here. I really do. I've seen it, I believe it, and I think he can do anything.
6 flats.
But then every once in a while I realize you can't do everything.
I can play in 6 flats, but
I know,
but
that's okay.
I have got 13 years, right?
Oh, I know. It's
13 years of that solo in G.
Right. It's like a timestamp in your brain.
Yeah, and now I've got to unlearn it, and
learn.
I try to play the same thing a half step down. Piano players in the audience will know that, yes, the notes, the half step down are pretty much the same, but the fingering between one sharp and 6 flats is different.
I know. So this isn't
But we got to accommodate the singer.
How
that goes.
I know. Well, it's not a showmercial, but yet it kind of is. Get online and order the album. If you want the hard copy, by far, we have hard copies right here in the garage. We can ship them out to you. Very rare. These will be rare one day.
It's called CD, compact disc. Yeah.
And you can
get
online.
You used to put them in your car stereo and play them.
But you can also download it on iTunes and all the streaming sites. And there's an easy way to find if you like to download the music or at least listen to it. And that is by getting on the Duffields.hearnow.com. It has all of the streaming sites. So the Duffields.hearnow, HEARNOW, hearnow.com, and it has all of the streaming sites.
And for those who don't have a CD player in their car, if you don't have that, most of the time you have a port in your car for a USB flash drive.
Correct.
On them little guys.
Yes.
And we are seriously investigating
having
this album and several others.
We might put all of them all on
one drive.
Yeah, that might be fun to do.
And we're working on that. They tell us.
As if you'd love to hear 300 hours of music.
Well, it won't be 300 hours.
Well, I don't know how many hours. If we put 7 or 8 albums on there, it could be at least 8 hours.
They won't be 300 hours. But anyhow, that's what they tell us that people are going to.
I know.
So that you don't, because not everybody is streaming or downloading things from iTunes and sites like that.
Thank you.
Anyway,
thank you in advance, by the way. Thank you for
we're working on it.
Passing along the message. And we've got some new listeners that are watching.
Hopefully they'll come back.
Hopefully you come back. All right, the 80s showed up one day, and I wrote a song called For With God, Nothing Shall Be Impossible. We thought we'd bring that one back, too, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm living, Jeff, you and I have experienced something this week that was totally and in the world's eyes, probably impossible.
Yep.
And that yet God made it possible, and we believe that he does listen to our prayers and our petitions.
Definitely.
And we do follow him. We also are wanting so much to be able to give to other ministries. And some of you that have donated towards us, you know that we've been able to help other ministries as well, other traveling ministries and other missional outreaches. That's the blessing of when we're paying it forward. And we just praise God for the fact that nothing's impossible with God. And here we go.
Oh, is that the intro?
That's it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Yeah. A little different than what you did it in the 80s.
Oh, very much different.
For with God, nothing shall be impossible. Yes, with God, nothing shall be impossible. Not just a major war of life and health, but distorted lies you tell yourself. For with God, they're not impossible to overcome. Listen to your words, and attitude is reflected. There's no way that God can free your spirit when you insist to fight. Those bitter feelings will dig until they go deeper. They'll replace the joy you once encountered. Things out of sight. For with God, nothing shall be impossible. Yes, with God, nothing shall be impossible. Not just a major war of life and health, but distorted lies you tell yourself. For with God, they're not impossible to overcome. That's right. We measure prayer by the size. We think he only solves big ones, but his ear's not too large to hear the small things. He's Lord of all, in the will of God, walking by his Spirit. Tell yourself the truth, there's great potential, both big and small. For with God, nothing shall be impossible. Yes, with God, nothing shall be impossible. Not just a major war of life and health, but distorted lies you tell yourself. For with God, they're not impossible to overcome. All right, I want you to think about all those things right now that are absolutely out of sight. Nothing makes sense. What you're holding in possession right now, you say, God, there's no way that God can hear my plea. But let me tell you, he's hearing. He's listening. Not just a major war of life and health, but distorted lies you tell yourself. For with God, they're not impossible to overcome. Oh, no. Jeff, for that. And thank you again for listening on the special Tuesday night. And if you're watching on Thursday, that's okay. Like we said, we broadcasted live on Tuesday, and we're going to rebroadcast it on Thursday, just for the right time slot. But in the meantime, there's an oldie but goodie that was hitting me all day long about the Lord making a way for us. I know the Lord has always made a way for us, and He continues to do so, even when it doesn't look possible. Just like we just said, for with God, nothing is impossible. And this song goes back to when we were just kids. I know the Lord will make a way for me. I know the Lord will make a way for me. He said, if I live a holy life, shun what's wrong and do what's right, I know the Lord will make a way for me. I know the Lord has laid His hands on me. I know the Lord has laid His hands on me. He said, if I live a holy life, shun what's wrong and do what's right, I know the Lord will lay His hands on me. He said, if I live a holy life, shun what's wrong and do what's right, I know the Lord will make a way for me. Oh, He said it, I believe it. I know the Lord will make a way for me. Amen. We would love to hear your story. What's your story? You can send us an email right through SueDuffield.com. In fact, you can even sign up for mailing list. We'd love to hear what your story is about how God made provision and took care of you, because you know what? We're not the only ones He blesses. Our goal is that He blesses you incredibly. We love you. We'll see you.